Hi, I'm attorney Gregory Dell, and I want to talk to you about my law firm's experience in handling claims against the Ohio National Insurance Company. Now, Ohio National is usually known for their life insurance products, but they have a smaller group of disability insurance policies that they've been selling for well over 50 years. And most of these policies are individual, non-ERISA governed policies, which means that they're not provided by an employer, and that's a great thing if you're outside of ERISA. It's hard for me to think about where to begin when I talk about Ohio National. We have litigated against Ohio National all over the country, as far away as Hawaii, North Carolina, California. I mean, literally have helped clients all over the country. And Ohio National is to say nicely, a unique company when it comes to claims handling. And all the experience from what's gone on with them has been pretty terrible when it comes down to a person who gets denied, because in my experience, Ohio National really was not equipped to handle the claims that they were handling, didn't have enough experience on the people that they hired to handle the claims. And the majority, now not all, there are some people over at Ohio National who know what they're doing at handling claims. However, the lead person over there who was making final decisions on claims wasn't really, in my opinion, qualified enough to be making decisions. And I hope that they have removed that person in light of the fact that in a press release at the end of January in 2019, they indicated that Disability Management Services Group out of Massachusetts would be taking over all of their claim handling. Now, when you have a company that's been for more than 50 years processing and administering disability insurance claims, and they decide to bring in a third party to start handling their disability insurance claims, you obviously know that either it wasn't cost effective for them to manage their own claims, or they just couldn't get their act together enough after they made so many mistakes that they decided, let's bring in a more professional company to be able to handle these claims. So I'm hoping that there's going to be a change in the way that Ohio National administers their claims and handles their claims, but that's yet to be seen, because while Disability Management Services is pretty good at how they handle claims, I'm sure that the final decision makers are still going to be over at Ohio National, and that's a pretty scary thing. Now, Ohio National has sold individual disability policies, and they sell business overhead policies. And from our experience in litigating against them, what's been disappointing in the past is no matter how hard you pound them and how many times you beat them, they seem to not get the fact that they've lost or their back is up against the wall. And that's extremely frustrating, because many of the respectable companies out there, once they understand that they've made a mistake and that either a jury has spoken about that particular matter or a judge has ruled in your favor, they go ahead and say, okay, I understand. We fought the battle and we lost. But Ohio National seems to take the position that they want to keep going and going and going, either to try to preserve their funds, because they're an insurance company. The longer they hold the money, the more money they're going to make. So their model right now seems to be, let's deny, delay, keep the money in our hands because we're getting interest, we're investing the money, and at the last possible moment that we possibly have to pay a claimant, then we will. Now, what you should know about our firm, we have deposed every major disability insurance related employee at their company. We know every single thing about their claims handling practices. We've done interrogatories, we've done requests for production, we've been to their offices in Ohio. So anything there is to know about that company, we know. If you have a claim with Ohio National, the first thing is send us a copy of your policy. If you're dealing with a denial, send us the denial letter. One of our lawyers will review it immediately. We'll provide you with a free consultation. We'll discuss the pros and cons, the risk associated with your claim. We'll let you know how we think we can help you. We're never going to charge you any fees or costs to handle your claim, as we handle everything on what's called a contingency fee basis, which means we only take a percentage of your benefits that you will receive as our fee. So you're not going to have to worry about coming out of pocket with tens of thousands of dollars for the hundreds of hours that it's going to take us to battle Ohio National. We love going up against them. We're hoping that with DMS, Disability Management Services, taking over, that the process will be easier, but it's a very tough battle to go up against them. So give us a call for a free consultation, and we look forward to the opportunity to speak with you no matter where you live in the country. Thank you.